Hey, hey, what's up? What's up? Thank you, Crafty. That's a good way to start. So, welcome everyone. Welcome members, Patreons, future Patreons, subs, mods, everyone in between, haters, lurkers, lovers, fighters, everyone in between. What's going on, guys? All right. I'm sorry I didn't get to this earlier. I really wanted to do this like 5 hours ago. Then I got caught doing a whole bunch of other stuff and I just couldn't. So I just got home a little while ago. I had to feed the children and here we are. So I definitely wanted to cover this though. I didn't want you guys to think I forgot about it. I mean, I didn't get millions of subs like some of these other people, but I have covered this case from jump. So I got a shout out from JB. Thank you, Dawn Marie. I got a shout out from JB today. So if you don't know who JB is, thank you, Lindsay. If you don't know who JB is, he is from WFLA. And he had 7,500 people in his live today, and he gave me a shout out. I mean, he was kind of debating me, but let me tell you what the debate was on before I play the clip. Because I was like, holy shit, all these people, and he picked my comment. Oh, you heard it? I was like, he picked my comment. So let me tell you, it's okay, Ann. Let me tell you how this even transpired. All day, I've been seeing highlights. Thank you, White Lotus. I've been seeing highlights of people's cover. And they all say, Brian Laundrie files lawsuit. I'm sorry. Gabby Petito's family files lawsuit. Thank you, voice. Everything is file lawsuit, file lawsuit, file lawsuit. Everybody is assuming that they know something. I personally see things a little differently. I think they're playing poker and they're calling a bluff. Did I expect a lawsuit? Absolutely. I think we all expected a lawsuit. Thank you, Sarah. I really think we all expected a lawsuit. So I'm not doubting that they were going to file a lawsuit. I mean, we all knew they would. And they should. I mean, let me also put a disclaimer on this. I don't want anybody to even remotely think that I'm saying they shouldn't do a lawsuit or that, anything like that. They absolutely should. So I want to make that clear. I can't make that clear enough. They have every right to file a lawsuit. They have every right to play poker. They have every right to go after them as hard as they can with a million things they can. 150%, I agree with that. So I just need to make that clear so nobody mistakes what I'm saying or sees things maybe in a different light than they should. So again, hey, Peekaboo, I really just need to make that clear that yes, they have every right to file a lawsuit. Yes, they should put in as many things as they can. And they should do a jury trial, which I heard they asked for. There's a couple of reasons why, and I thought these bots were gone. There's a couple of reasons why people ask for a jury. One, to play on the emotions of people. Two, because the odds of 12 people getting together. Welcome, Sarah. The odds of 12 people coming together and coming to the same conclusion is a much better chance of one person coming to a conclusion, like a judge. So people have jury trials because you have a much better chance. You have a 1 in 12 chance instead of a, 1 chance. So I 150% agree with do a jury trial. They need a jury trial. Hey, Marisa, they really are not suing for that much. Okay. Because I don't think it's about money. So one of the things that I see is they're doing a jury trial because they want to play on the emotions in order to win of the general public, which is fine. That's what you do. So I agree with them doing a jury trial. Okay. Civil case only, 3/4 of jury has to agree. Either way, it's still better than one-on-one. Hey, Rad Story. Hey, winner. So what is actually happening is this went public today that they have a lawsuit going, that they're filing for that they try to get Brian Laundrie out of the country. I don't believe that. And that they knew about the murder. Yeah, I don't believe that either. Now, just like everybody else has an opinion, I have a right to my opinion, but they didn't speak at all. They haven't spoken to anybody. So the odds of the Laundries having this information are slim to none. Now, one of my Patreons brought up a good point. Brought up a really good point. It could be, it's possible, but it could be in the journals. Maybe he wrote something in his notebook or in the journals that led them to believe this. That's possible. Now, I have a question off sidetrack. Can you guys see my screen clear or is it fuzzy? Because it's really fuzzy for me, but I don't know if it's my internet or how you guys are seeing it. So are you guys seeing it as fuzzy as I am, or are you guys seeing it clear? Let me know how you guys are seeing it. It is clear. Yeah, it's really fuzzy for me. So it's just my internet. As long as you guys are seeing it clear, I'm fine. I don't need to see it clear. So the fact that they are filing these things, could it be in the journal? It could. But I kind of have a feeling that if it is in the journal, you know what? It would have came out already. Just saying. So JB is doing his reporting. Now, mind you, anyone that knows me knows that I love JB. I've always had a soft spot for him. I got a thing for him. I think he's cute. He's from Long Island. I'm from Long Island. Like, we got that bond. I never, ever said anything in chat before. He did. I'm going to play in a minute. I never have said anything in chat before. Why? Because there's like thousands of people in there and he's not going to see me. So why bother? So today he's going on about this lawsuit. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, this is not like him. This isn't how JB does work. Like, he's usually very on point and does things the way a reporter is supposed to do things. But I wasn't getting that feeling today. I felt like he was catering to kind of like what Chris McDonough does. And he was kind of just catering to the audience and not as a reporter. So I went ahead and I wrote, hey, JB, very disappointed in your reporting today. The only ways this lawsuit would go anywhere is if they had solid proof that the parents knew, and they do not have that proof. Okay. Now, I wasn't thinking of the journal. So I can't, hey, Janessa, so I can't really say if it's in the journal or not. I am also not too big to admit if I'm wrong. So if it turns out that I'm wrong, I will definitely apologize. Not likely. I will definitely apologize. I don't think I'm wrong, though. I think that he doesn't always cater to the audience. He was triggered, but he wasn't really triggered, Kiki. You'll see what I mean when you watch the clip. He really wasn't triggered. He was kind of laughing, and the way I took it, I'll explain in a moment, because he was right. What he said about being a reporter, he was right. The fact that he was laughing about it, he knew that I was right, but he was doing his job. So Let me show you the clip so you understand. No, I don't think he was triggered in a good way. I just can't believe he picked out my comment. I was like, woo woo. Hold on. Oh, don't even tell me I don't have sound, because I'll be so mad. Hold on. Oh, no, he was quiet.
So I want to read. So to perplex.
Hold on. All right, let's give him a little clap. So he's looking through comments, trying to find which comment he wants to read. Here.
So I want to read. So to perplex comment, the only way the lawsuit would go anywhere if they had solid proof that the parents knew, and they do not have that proof. You don't know that. You don't know that.
Okay, the way he's smiling tells me everything I needed to know. The way he's smiling, you're right. I don't know that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I do know the parents have not spoken. And just like he speaks to the family, how does he know if I don't speak to the laundries? Think about it. He doesn't know if I speak to the laundries or not. I am fangirling J-Dubs. But he doesn't know if I speak to the laundries or not. You know what I mean?
That's your opinion. Let me again. This is journalism 101, okay?
Okay, when he first said that, I was like, wow, he's being a dick. It took me a minute, and then I realized actually what he meant, and I'll explain it.
This is a civil lawsuit that has been filed. It's got massive allegations in it. There's no evidence.
Okay. So, after he said that, it sunk in. After he said that, and the smile on his face, I was like, aha, I know what he meant. He meant, hey, Kat, he meant, I did melt, Bonnie. I was like, oh my God. But he meant as a reporter, he doesn't need evidence. As a reporter, journalism 101, you take what's in front of you and you report it. And with the smile on his face, I realized that's exactly what he's saying is I'm just reporting what I have. That's all I'm doing. This is my job, to just report what I have. That's it. Nothing else. There's no evidence yet. I'm not saying there's evidence, but it's not my job for evidence. My job is just to report what's in front of me.
In the document here, it's not going to be all spelled out on day one, right? They're requesting a jury trial, but that doesn't mean that the evidence doesn't exist. It doesn't. In all likelihood, it does exist. I just can't sit here and tell you with concrete certainty that it does exist. So this notion that proof doesn't exist is as baseless as if I sat here and told you that it did, because we don't know. So I just have to be very honest with some of our commenters with how this works.
So now let's hear it again. I'm not going to interrupt it. For those who missed it, you'll hear JB say, let's answer perplexed. I agree, Janessa.
Let's see here.
I know, right, Pearl? Except John's got the dentist. All right, here we go.
I want to read. So to perplex comment, the only way the lawsuit would go anywhere if they had solid proof that the parents knew, and they do not have that proof. You don't know that. You don't know that. That is.
I just had to stop it again. The fact that he stops right there, smiles, he knows that I'm right. He does.
That's your opinion. Let me again. This is journalism 101, okay? This is a civil lawsuit that has been filed. It's got massive allegations in it. There's no evidence in the document here. It's not going to be all spelled out on day one, right? They're requesting a jury trial, but that doesn't mean that the evidence doesn't exist. It doesn't. In all likelihood, it does exist. I just can't sit here and tell you with concrete certainty that it does exist. So this notion that proof doesn't exist is as baseless as if I sat here and told you that it did, because we don't know. So I just have to be very honest with some of our commenters with how this works.
And that was my interaction with JB. That was my interaction. My new friend, my new buddy. I love JB. BJ, this channel values all opinions. I do value all opinions. What did BJ say? Did I miss it? JB, come here. Let's talk. Come in here, JB. Let's chat. Let's have a one-on-one. I don't see a JB. Did I miss it? If it makes you happy, Laura, that's hey, I love him. I watched him throughout this whole case. He's my boy. I think he's one of those people who smiley weirdly at things. Once knew a woman who was always smiling, walked around like a clown. He said, values opinion. Exactly. Hey, Erwin, I got a shout out from JB. I don't exactly call it a shout out, but what did you guys think of his reaction? Honestly, do you agree with my synopsis? He is a good looking guy. He's too young for me, but you know what I'm saying though? Like his reaction to me spoke volumes. Now I know he speaks with the family, so it's possible that there's evidence, but they haven't spoken. The Laundries are not going to open up and say something that's not true. He was cocky. Maybe. You can take it as cocky. I always notice you, J-dubs. You can take it as cocky, or you can take it as he knows that I'm right, but he doesn't want me putting it out there. Oh, I was blushing, Lacey. But I went into Patreon. I'm like, oh my God. But nobody noticed because the Tiffany John saga ruined my big moment with JB. My whole moment was ruined forever. You can never get that moment back. And it was lost, totally lost. All they cared about was John and Tiffany. And I was lost in the wind. I heard it live when he said it. Yeah. I was like, woo woo. But all kidding aside, though, I think he knew who he was addressing. Nah, he didn't know who he was addressing. You'll always have Travolta, exactly. So now you must comment again as next live develop this media relationship. I know, right? But you know what I'm saying, though? Like, I just felt like, I mean, he could know something, but I can't imagine where it would come from. Like, I just can't imagine where they would get this kind of information. Could it be in a journal? Absolutely. It definitely could be in a journal. But I don't know. My gut tells me they're playing poker. They want a jury trial. They're going to put in as many things as possible. Because if his parents were trying to get him to leave the country, then why didn't they? And like somebody on Twitter had made a statement that everything was shut down. Hey, Raquel, everything was shut down. Borders were closed, so they weren't going anywhere. He could have texted them, could have leaked it to someone. I think you were right. And that's possible. If they know information that the public doesn't, maybe. Now, Diane, I got to be honest with you. If it turns out that they did know, then I have no sympathy for them. If it turns out that they truly did not know, and this is a poker game, and they're just putting everything up against the wall to see if it works, if it sticks, then I feel bad for them. Feds did meet with the family for several hours. Yeah, but that's normal. Maybe he told them after the cops came. Maybe. Clip channels, and Laura was mentioned on the Watts movie. Damn right. Sure was. And I was in Rolling Stone for Making a Murderer. I've gotten I should be a millionaire. I should be rich with 100,000 subs. That's right. Not 123. Even if they knew she was dead, we still don't know. That's true. But, Kat, in all fairness, if they knew she was dead, then they shouldn't have blocked. Yeah, I was in Rolling Stone. I wasn't named per se, but it was me. They were talking about a video that me and a couple of people put together. And they wrote an article about it. I'm famous. People just don't know who it is. I need to clip that article. I was going to put it on my wall. I was going to get it framed, and I just didn't. Morals aren't law. True. They're not. And I agree with that. There is no moral obligation for them to say where they were, but that's why they can't go to jail for it, but they can definitely win money for it. That's the difference between civil and criminal. In a criminal case, you need the law. In a civil case with a jury, you don't. It's basically you want to be told you're right. You want to be told I am right or I am wrong. And it may not even go full out. They may end up backing down. A lot of cases are dismissed. Thank you, Crafty. You are rich with the coolest subs. Thank you. Lawsuit would not pass without evidence, but also none of you know if they have exactly. That's exactly right, Danny. Sarah, absolutely. So in this case, it can go to, it can definitely go to court as long as it's civil court. So you don't think it's possible the law just put that 20K in Brian's account in hopes they were able to help him flee? 20 grand wouldn't get you far. 20 grand, it really wouldn't get you too far. And you know what, though, Janessa? That's a good point. It is possible that that's what they're basing it on. They may be basing it on this 20 grand. But wasn't that 20 grand in there already? Didn't they say that that was already in there, that it wasn't put in afterwards? Because that's what I thought. I thought it was already in there. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but could have gotten him to the Bahamas. Then why didn't he leave? If they put that money in there, Why didn't he leave then? Why did he take a couple of days? You know what I mean? That's what I thought too, Marisa, that it was from a long time ago. I think getting them to do depositions would answer a lot for the Petito family. Believe me, I know, Nicole. And I agree with you. Yeah, but he couldn't have gotten he wouldn't have gotten a passport that fast anyway. Hey, Johnny. There's no way he would have gotten a passport that fast. I'll try and help in Discord if you help me with Patreon. Have no idea where everyone goes in Patreon. The most recent pinned post I have seen since joining back in. I didn't roll you? All right, I'll look at it when I'm done. I don't know why you're not in there. Just saying, if he was to leave, he could have gotten there. It's easy to get. Yeah, I agree. He was traveling. Nah, that's what I'm saying. They said that they believed he died that night, that he killed himself immediately. So where was he going out of the country? He was in his mom's car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but he knew he wouldn't have had that much time. He only had a little bit of time. He wouldn't, he knew eventually they were going to want to know where she was. So that's why I'm like, something's not right. As a mother, how she let him go there to die? I don't know. I don't know why certain moms do a lot of things. He had the time. He had the time from then. Like, here's my thing. If his mom and dad knew, why did he even bother going home? Why not hop on a plane, drive to wherever, and hop on a plane and go somewhere far, far away? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, that one I can't get past, Kiki. I truly can't get past that one. Yeah, but you can't sue somebody because they knew in their heart. He went home, say goodbye, but if nobody knew where he was in the first place, then I don't know, like parents could have got him an ID, something. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. But the non-dominant hand is weird too. And they really haven't explored that, have they? I heard some things today like his dad did it. No. I don't think his dad killed him. But hey, maybe he did. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. They bought that camper for a reason too, but it's gone from their drive. Oh, is it really? You sure the police didn't take it? Yeah, it's true too, Kat. Yeah, I heard that today. I don't remember what I was listening to. But they said, does anyone think that maybe the father did it? But I don't know. And that's why they've been so quiet. That would be a twist. Can you imagine if you found out that the dad's the one that killed him? That would definitely be a strange twist in the case. I think his parents talked him into coming on to figure it out. The non-dominant hand or reaching around with his right. Think he was clearly struggling with what to do. I don't know. Could you imagine if that came out? No, it was a gunshot, Kat. Oh, that's true too. That's a good point, Candy Apple. Candy Apple said the hand thing is odd, but maybe he injured his right hand strangling her or the elements. That's a good point. Was there not some sort of package going to the post office that Mom and Pa Laundry were picking up on Brian's behalf when he was on the run? His sister said he was a righty. His mom said he was a lefty, I believe. Well, Danny, not only did they not answer, they blocked her. They blocked Nicole. They blocked her Instagram. They blocked her Facebook. They blocked her number. That's why they weren't answering. They didn't know she was trying to get a hold of them because they blocked them. She blocked all of them. I'm sorry, they blocked all of them. The camping pictures doesn't look like his hand was injured. Well, what do you think happened? I think that when the lawyer canceled his press conference, when the FBI knew more than he was saying. Maybe. See, the only reason why I wouldn't look too far into the hand thing, maybe his sister's wrong. I don't even know if my brother's a righty or lefty. I think he's a righty. What's everyone's thought on how fast they found him? I don't look too heavy into that. They were in a bad situation, but for me as a mom, I wouldn't do what they did. I would at least say your daughter's has passed, or we need to talk, or something. Because what if it was Brian? What if Gabby killed Brian? I'm sure they would want to know. All you gotta do is pull the trigger. It ain't hard. Yeah, but why wouldn't you use your dominant hand? That's the point. Was he actually trying not to die? Did they fingerprint the gun? Was there any other fingerprints on it? I mean, I'm sure they did, but you just never know. Does anyone want a link? Does anyone want to come up? Even the parents, being as weird as they are, it doesn't make sense. They'd want to hurt their own kid, especially with the amount of scrutiny. We have to follow the path of sense. There is no path of sense. Maybe everyone was after them. It doesn't matter, Kat. You still want to... I mean, I would lose my mind if one of my kids went missing. And knowing that somebody knew what happened to them and didn't tell me, that's fucked up. Hang on, I just got to get my vape charge. I mean, that's fucked up. No parent should be put through that. You know, say like, I can't tell you what happened, or I don't know what happened, but I know that, you know, this is where she is, or something. Especially after your son left. Knowing that your son probably killed himself may have been a time to go find your, you know, to let you know what happened. after the fact, but they didn't do anything ever. They just kept it, probably on the advice of Bertolino. Don't say anything. Don't ever say anything. Oh yeah, you would, Kat. You want some kind of justice. They don't have justice. They don't have answers. I fully expected a lawsuit, and I would have done it too. They want some sort of justification of what happened to their oldest daughter. Rightfully so. Maybe Chris found out that the family friend lawyer was his bio. I wonder what Brian's childhood was like. Probably pretty good. Grew up in Long Island. That's what I think. Parents went by lawyers' advice. Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying the parents were wrong. I don't really believe that the parents were wrong in what they did. But on a moral level, on a personal level, I could never live with myself knowing that I may have answers and they don't. And, I'm not giving them. I'm not speaking to anybody. Sometimes you just have to look beyond a lawsuit or look beyond the obvious and think to yourself, what if this was my child? What if, how would I feel if the roles were reversed? How would I feel if... Oh, no, Carolyn, I absolutely believe in the lawsuit. 150%. I said that at the beginning. I said, I don't want anyone to mistake me tonight. Like, I don't think they should file a lawsuit, or absolutely they should file a lawsuit. And they should do whatever they can to give them closure and justice for their daughter. Their daughter was brutally murdered for absolutely no reason. And whatever the reason was, we'll never know it. They absolutely deserve any answers anywhere. And if they can get money out of it, great. And if they can't, oh well, but try to get as many answers as possible. Because from what we know, now there may be other information that we don't know, but from what we do know as of right now, they deserve to know what the fuck happened to their daughter and why. And if Brian's parents have those answers, then you bet your ass, short of beating the shit out of them, this may be the only way they can possibly get the answers, some answer that they're looking for. So yeah, I absolutely agree with this lawsuit. I really think that they are just putting everything out there so they have to talk. I don't think they can go in and plead the fifth. Ellie and the FBI didn't go after him because he's dead. Whatever they can do to find justice. Exactly. DL should be at least reach out, offer condolence, something. They are, hold on, I see from both sides. One being it was their son. You just don't stop loving your son. And two, if that was my daughter, I want justice and answers. Absolutely. If you ask me, all 6 parents suffer. Oh, absolutely, Ann. And I said that when all that first happened. I said, when I said it to Molly, I said, Marissa, leave the family alone. They're grieving too. Their son is dead. I agree, Raquel. But I do think, in all fairness, I do think it's much harder for the Petitos because the Laundries know what happened to Brian. We know Brian killed himself, or we think. But we know Brian died by a gunshot wound, according to the FBI, by his own hand. We don't know that about Gabby. We know why. We know why Brian did it. We don't know why Gabby did it, why Gabby's dead. We don't know what happened. We'll never get answers. And if Brian's parents know something, then Gabby's parents deserve the closure. They deserve that closure. And It would be so wrong of Brian's parents to not give them the closure that they're so desperately needing and asking for. And honestly, I don't blame them. I would want that same closure. Bertolino saying the Fifth Amendment makes the lawsuit frivolous is irrelevant because they still covered up evidence, help Brian clean it up. And that's the other thing. I don't know why they won't talk. Nothing is going to happen. Brian is dead. The FBI is not reopening the case to file charges. Empathetic to Laundries, who wouldn't even tell Gabby's. Yeah, but from a parent perspective, not from that case perspective. People are saying it from the parent perspective. Tito's have a better chance filing a lawsuit against police. Not really. I'm telling you why they're doing it. And here's the other thing I think. If there was something in the documentation, in the journal, anything like that, if there really was something like that, I think the FBI would have reopened the case and could have charged them. But if Bertolino is recently saying about the Fifth Amendment right, they don't have any evidence. And that just confirms what I'm saying already. And that absolutely confirms what I'm saying to JB. Because if Bertolino is saying they're still taking the Fifth, there's no evidence. Because they would know if there was something in the file, in the journal. There any evidence substantiate the claim parents helped Brian? No, there is no evidence. Sarah, did you hear JB call me out? Because that's what I had said to him. Oh, I hear you, Danny. That's what I thought you meant. I just wasn't positive. Pray for Gabby's parents that they at least finally get to be heard in front of a judge. See, what I don't know, I don't know if you can file, the Fifth Amendment in court under a judge's order. I don't know if you can do that. They helped him. They didn't hide him. He wasn't hidden at all. He was out in plain sight. Neighbors saw him, parents saw him, everybody saw him. They didn't hide him one bit. Does not have to turn a child in, nor do they have to testify against child. Yeah, but that child is dead. I'm saying in a civil case. But yeah, they definitely didn't hide him. He was out in plain sight. But that's something I didn't look up. You can't in court, right? Well, you can plead the Fifth in court, but I don't know if you can plead the Fifth in Florida in a civil case. And can a judge overrule that? I don't know. Any lawyer I know right now is sleeping because they're on the East Coast. But that's a good question. What do you want? There's evidence of phone. Yeah, you can't, Laura. The judge can subpoena you. So it's up to a judge. Then why did Bertolino say that you can? And I don't think it would be Florida law. This would probably be New York law. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to check both. Hold on. Now I'm curious. I'm going to see if I can look it up. Okay. You can. The right has been found applicable to civil actions as well. You may need to assert your Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination in a civil lawsuit, even the middle of the lawsuit. Wait, but they're not witnesses. They are defendants. They're not a witness. Hold on. All right, this guy's got a thing up. Let me see if he'll let me ask him without charging me. Hold on. Law Office of Aaron Bundy. Quick question. If I am a defendant in a civil lawsuit, can I plead the Fifth, or is that only for witnesses? Let's see if she answers or she's going to charge me. That is a great question. And it's only going to be $9.99 for you to get it answered. Yeah, but soon. All right. We can see about getting you more information on if you're allowed to do this. Do you already have an attorney representing you? It's not my case. It is not my case. I was just looking up this question and you popped up. From what I know, you can plead the Fifth in a civil case, but it could be held against you in a negative way, and the jury knows this, or it's supposed to know that. No, that's not true at all. A pleading a Fifth is never supposed to be used against you. Actually, it's the opposite. A judge will deter a jury from ruling against somebody because they're pleading the Fifth, because that is our constitutional right, and you're not allowed to go against it. All right, we definitely want to get you the legal advice you need. I'm not one of our practicing attorneys, but this link might help. Why, thank you. I think I'm on it already. Thank you. If I ever need an attorney, I will bookmark this. Thank you. I think I'm on that page. Yeah, I am on that page now. And this guy covers New York law, by the way. You too. Have a wonderful weekend. You too. Stay warm. All right. He's in New York. No. It is filed in Florida. Yeah, right here. Griffin v. California. Supreme Court held that at trial, if the accused invokes his Fifth Amendment right not to self-incriminate, neither the prosecution nor the judge may tell the jury that the silence is evidence that the defendant is making an admission of guilt. That's exactly what I was saying, Janessa. Oh, you know what, though, Kat? That's right. As long as one of her parents live in New York, that's fine. I was just thinking, like, how they doing it in Florida, but I just realized one of them is in Florida. All right. So yeah, even at trial, they're gonna plead the fifth. There's nothing anyone can do. And let me tell you something. I just thought of something, guys. I just totally thought of something. Think about this for a second. There's a good chance that they know they're gonna plead the fifth, so they're throwing every accusation out there for them to deny it. Yes, that's what I think they did. Think about that for a second. Most people, majority of people, are not going to ignore all these crazy allegations that are being thrown at them. They're going to want to answer it. If they don't answer it, there's a good chance they're going to lose. If they answer it, then the Petitos are going to get the answers they deserve. I guarantee you that's what they did. Thinking of the mind of an attorney, that's how they're playing this. No, Susie, it's civil court. But I'm telling you, that's how they're playing this. Jurors, yeah. I'm not saying that the jurors are going to be like, oh, okay, we won't use that against them. Most likely, the jurors are going to be on their side anyway. But the judge will instruct them that they're not supposed to think like that. I'm telling you that what I just said is exactly what they're doing, guaranteed. Up the laundry. Oh, I'm sure there is no way they're going to win. Hard not to for a juror. I agree. Oh, I don't think the laundries have a chance in hell of winning. Civil law, civil law. I know, right, winner? Let's do civil law. Civil. There we go. So just honestly, though, guys, think about that. When I'm right, you guys can all tell me, holy shit, she was right. I'll repeat it. Thinking in the mind of an attorney. That's exactly how this is going to go down. Unless they have evidence, which I really don't think they do. Assuming they don't have evidence. Then this is going to go down that they wanted to throw as many things as they possibly could. Absolutely, two things are going to happen. They're either going to try to defend themselves because they don't want the money. They want answers. They're either going to try to defend themselves or they're going to plead the fifth. If they defend themselves, then they'll be able to get answers. If they plead the fifth, they're still not going to get answers, but they'll most likely win. That is exactly how this is going to go down. Watch. They can draw an adverse inference, which means to assume that the facts would not have been favorable to you had you testified. Now, a judge can't make you not invoke your Fifth Amendment right. They don't have that kind of power. They're not suing for more because it's easy to win a... Oh, I don't think that's it, Kat. I think they don't care about the money. They want answers. They're not going for the money. They're going for answers, which is why I think my theory is right. Could they lose? I don't know. I don't know how much money they actually have. I think they're worth a couple of billion. It would be money in the end. No, honestly, from what I've seen of her family, I would almost guarantee that if they said, let's sit down and talk, and they told them everything they knew, they wouldn't say a word. And I agree with you. Why would you plead the fifth if you didn't know anything? I agree with that. But if there was evidence on the flip side of that, Ann, if there was evidence, then why hasn't the police charged them? I was listening to a case last night where a guy was wrongfully convicted and the cops couldn't get him on anything. So they got him on perjury. He did like 18 months, ruined his whole life. And he wasn't even guilty of the crime. And that was the only thing they can get him on was perjury. Can a defendant plead the fifth in a civil trial? See, no, that's a witness. That's not a defendant, Sarah. Not Sarah. It wasn't 10,000. It was 1,000. Yeah, but this saying wants a witness. We're not talking about a witness. We're talking about a direct defendant. See, again, it keeps saying witness. Okay, here we go. Who can invoke? Any individual, whether or not they are a party to the proceedings at bar, may invoke the privilege against self-incrimination. Fifth Amendment can be invoked whether an individual has a reasonable fear that providing truthful testimony might incriminate him in a future criminal proceeding. The fear may be remote, but is much more than a fanciful fear. Okay? So case law provided, the fear could be small, but it must be more than a fanciful fear. Okay. How does the court evaluate whether the invocation of the fifth is justified? When an individual invokes the fifth, it is up to the court to determine whether the privilege is justified given the situation. Oh, that's what you mean by it's up to the judge. Hey, Goldie. The court will look at each question that was posed and determined. One, is the answer sought incriminating on its face or in its context? Two, is the witness asserted fear of criminal prosecution reasonable under the circumstances? When is the invocation of the Fifth Amendment admissible? When the party of the action invokes the fifth, whether at a they can do it at a depot too, or at a trial, the invocation is admissible if it is relevant and not otherwise prohibited by other rules. Is an adverse inference permitted when a party invokes the fifth? Against self-incrimination civil case, the court is permitted to instruct the jury that it may draw an adverse inference that the answer would have been against the party's interest. Is an adverse interest against an employer permitted when an employer invokes the fifth? So how would you get in trouble? Did you kill the person? I plead the fifth. Testimony made in a government forum. Frequently precluded witnesses testifying to new information. That's interesting. Hey, Steffa. Burden is so low, the Petitos will easily prevail. I'm telling you, it's not about money, though. They want answers. I don't blame them. I'd want answers, too. But they're not going to get answers. I don't think they're going to get answers. Why would they want answers? Closure. That's not cold, Danny. It's just closure. In my opinion, they want closure. No, I don't think so. I really don't. Their parents, Gabby's parents, especially her dad, was so down to earth. And if my daughter was killed, I'd want to know why. And if I thought somebody knew, I'd do everything in my power to get those answers. Take them to court, beat the shit out of them, do something. But I would want answers. I think it's a natural response to what they're going through. And that's why I'm saying I really, truly believe that if they said Hey, you know what? Let's sit down. I'll tell you guys everything we know, as long as, I can't get in trouble. I can't think of the word off the top of my head. But as long as I can't get in trouble for it, I'm, exonerated from getting in trouble. We'll tell you everything we know. How fast do you think this lawsuit would be dropped? Within 5 seconds flat. Immunity. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. They might do that too. They may just want immunity. But I don't think they would go after the parents. I really don't. I don't think criminally they would go after the parents. Potential damage, just said it would exceed 30,000. So this could be for a lot of money. It's possible, but again, I really don't think it's about money. And if that's true, then you know what that tells me, Susie? That tells me that they don't have a number because they don't know what is going to be come out, or if they're going to plead the fifth or anything. So they're probably waiting for a determination to decide what they're going to charge for, depending on how much they talk. I would think accessory after the fact in a murder case, wouldn't that be a pot? Yeah, but they haven't even opened anything yet. They haven't done anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, the FBI is not reopening the case. They already said they weren't charging the parents. And if Gabby's family has any information, then the FBI would have it too. That's also how I know that there's no evidence. Could be allowed with oh, absolutely, it's sympathy for the jury. That's why when I saw every single creator talk about it, I'm like, am I the only one that knows that this is bullshit? Not bullshit, but the way they're doing it like this for a reason. There's no evidence. And honestly, JB's face said it all. JB's face told me I was right. There is no evidence, in my opinion. And I'll be right. You'll see. I hope. If you did nothing wrong, you have no reason to claim the fifth. Not true, Diana. That's general consensus, but it's wrong. If you ever get in trouble for anything, even if you're guilty, you plead the fifth. Well, not you plead the fifth, but there's a lot of reasons I would plead the fifth. Can the city go after Brian's parents' search cost? It depends how they win it. If they win it because the parents pleaded the fifth, then no. If the parents talk and open, if they have evidence, no. Yeah, even if you're innocent. I mean, I don't think I'd plead the fifth if I was really innocent, but most people are confused when it comes to, oh, just be honest with the police. Yeah, that don't work. If the police have their eye on you, being honest with them means nothing. It's like this case I heard last night. Knowing this may be coming, hold on. Someone please address the fact that knowing this may be coming to laundries could have moved money around into daughter's name and put homes in daughter. I doubt it. I mean, it's possible, but You can get railroaded. Absolutely, Sarah. You're smart. You are a lawyer. Gabby's family lawyers are doing what I call reverse psychology to get in. Absolutely, Lacey. That's what I said to JB. Because I truly, in my heart of hearts, believe, and I know just from knowing cases that, yeah, if they had evidence that anyone could go after them, they would have reopened the case, and they're not, which tells me they have no evidence. This is all hype, in my opinion. Could I be wrong? I could be. I don't think I am, but I could be. And if I am, so be it. I'll apologize. But I think I'm right. I know enough about the law to know I'm right. That was her middle name, Venora? I didn't even know that. I would think the lawyer would have told them to do. Oh, absolutely. And again, I think the lawsuit is definitely justified. 150% it's justified. Everyone in the U.S. has a right to an attorney. Don't let anyone say you can't. If you have money or not, you're still allowed an attorney, except in family court. Not all states allow court-appointed attorneys in family court, only in criminal. Shifty? Everyone in the U.S. has a right in a criminal case. Not everyone in the U.S. has a right in a civil case. What does the law say about the FBI giving up the investigation information in a civil suit? What do you mean, Steffa? Like discovery? Yeah, I didn't even know that was her last name. Thank you, Huda. I mean, middle name. What answer could they get? Why their son killed their daughter? We all know they'll say they don't know. But yeah, but if you read the actual complaint or lawsuit or whatever it is, from what I understand, I didn't read it. I don't even know if it's available, but from what I understand of it, they're just hitting them for every possible imaginable scenario. They're saying that they knew this, they knew that, they knew this, they knew that. Well, in order for you to answer something, you have to speak. So every single thing they say on that stand, most likely is going to say, I plead the fifth, instead of getting them answers. Is the FBI required to give up? No, definitely not. If the case is closed, maybe. If the case is still open, no. Exactly, Carson. It's a matter of principle. Wouldn't they look at what money was? Nah, Marisa. Unfortunately, most of them don't care. But Steffa, give it to who? Hey, Kathy, give it to actually who? To Dessa, did you hear my shout out today? Oh. Yeah, I don't. Is it available to the public? Did anyone actually have a copy? I know JB had a copy. is available. Does anyone have it? Anyone got a link? Okay, parents of Gabby Petito filed a new Florida lawsuit. Okay. The lawsuit filed Thursday contends that Laundrie told his parents on August 28th that he killed Petito, his fiance of about a year at that time. The FBI concluded, hold on. The FBI that concluded, I think it said, no matter what, YouTubers have read from it today. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I was gone all day. If anyone could get me a link, let me know. FBI concluded Laundrie strangled Petito, with whom he had previous domestic quarrels and violence, and that Laundrie fatally shot himself in the Carlton Reserve. The lawsuit contends that Christopher and Roberta Laundrie concealed that their son had confessed to the murder. In doing so, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie acted with malice or great indifference to the rights of Gabby's parents, which they did. The lawsuit claims, adding that this conduct was shocking, atrocious, and utterly intolerable in a civilized community, but it's still not illegal. Lawsuit adds the Laundries are making arrangements for him to leave the country. No evidence was included to back up this claim. The lawsuit seeks damages of at least $30,000. Attorney for the Laundries, Bertolino, said in a text message Friday that his clients were fully within their rights not to talk. He also denied the lawsuit's claims in general. This lawsuit does not change the fact that the Laundries had no obligation to speak to law enforcement or any third party, including the Petito family. This fundamental legal principle renders the Petito's claim to be baseless under the law. He's right. He's 100% right. I cannot even believe I'm going with Bertolino, but he's right. I'm going to repeat that. Bertolino says in a text message Friday that his clients were fully within their rights not to talk, which they were. He also denied the lawsuit's claims in general. The lawsuit, this is really important. The lawsuit does not change the fact that the Laundries had no obligation to speak to law enforcement or any third party, including the Petito family. This fundamental legal principle renders the Petito's claim to be baseless under the law. He's right. He is absolutely right. Legally, fundamentally, not morally, but fundamentally and legally, he's 100% right. Lawsuit says that until that trip and her disappearance, the families had a cordial relationship. Gabrielle Petito had hopes of becoming a travel influencer, a van lifer, and document cross-country trips. Petito had been in regular contact with the parents and posted frequently on social media about their travels, including YouTube. The FBI says Laundrie sent text messages from Petito's cell phone to her parents and others in an effort to pretend she was still alive. He was also charged with illegally using one of her credit cards. But if they knew a crime took place, it's a different story. No, they could still invoke the Fifth. They weren't subpoenaed. But he's right. A fundamental legal principle. He's 100% right. He wasn't a fugitive then. He wasn't caught yet. And that's why, exactly right. That's why they can go after them civilly. Pain and suffering is a civil thing. It's not necessarily a criminal thing. It's a civil thing. Yeah, but they also know that there's no evidence. Thereby required to give the plaintiff. No, absolutely not, Stuffa. They could try to subpoena it, but no. Civil is monetary. Yeah, but no, because they can't get them criminally. There's no evidence to get them criminally. Civil is all they have. And that makes sense. I give you an example, OJ. Remember when Nicole's parents sued OJ? They weren't looking for money. They knew they were never going to get paid, but they wanted some kind of justice for what he did or got away with doing to their daughter and a friend, an innocent friend. That's why. So it's not just about money. They want to punish them. Money is their only way. It's not even money, though. They want answers, rightfully so. I don't know what they can say. The only thing that I can see about the 28th is that he may have called home on the 28th, or he may have gotten home on the 28th, something. But just because there's a phone call, unless there's proof of that, there may be proof of that. I don't know, Mama Rocks. I was wondering the same thing because that's what one of my Patreons had said. Maybe there's evidence in the notebook. Now, I do believe, come to think of it, they may have proof that Brian's parents knew on the 28th. I didn't see what Kevin wrote. I think Gab Pops honestly shot him. So you think Gabby's dad shot him in the woods, hence they said Brian shot from left side because he didn't do it. I think someone else shot him. It's possible. That's the only thing I'm thinking, Stuffa. But depending on what kind of phone he had, I don't know what they can subpoena. You know what I mean? I don't know how much they can actually subpoena. I guess the lawyer can subpoena all records, I think. Today's court's reasonable to plead the fifth and obtain counsel. Oh, absolutely. Always have counsel. It's just the whole thing is just sad. It really is sad. Parents' records will tell the whole story. Not necessarily. But I think they may have proof of that first one. I just kind of think because they're not showing. They specifically said that there's no evidence included to support the allegation that they try to help him go out of the country. But there is, they didn't write that for, they told us that he told his parents on the 28th. They didn't say there's no evidence of that. So maybe there is evidence of that. Maybe that's a text message. Hang on, I got to get vape juice. It's possible there's evidence of that. They called Bertolino several times a day after he killed her, something like that. Yeah, but they gave a specific date. Grand jury indicted her parents, and the DA decided against prosecution. I never believed her parents did it. I know that sounds crazy. All right. My daughter murdered, and I learned later that the parents of murderer knew. Oh, yeah. I think her parents have had great restraint, because I don't think I could have such restraint. Why go back to Florida for a week with his girlfriend left behind? But at the same time, why would they allow their son to go kill himself? Think about that for a second. Would you actually allow your son to leave the house to go kill himself? You know, I sit there and I think of that too. Like, who does that? What parent would do that? That's what I'm saying. That's why it's just gets strange. No, Kevin, I know what you meant. But I'm saying even after that, if the parents knew, can you imagine knowing that your kid is going to go leave and kill himself? Carson, we don't know what happened behind closed doors, though. Yeah, Susie, I know, but still. They knew what he was going to do. Maybe they didn't want it drawn out. He didn't want to be in prison. Still, I could not be okay with my son going to kill himself. I don't think he knew he was going to off himself, but it's so odd. He flew back on the 24th, and she was dead on the 27th. What was he going back in Florida for a week? Why is public so left out about that? I don't know. I know, right, Tedessa? I'm going to play it again before I close down. I got to go in a minute, though. I still got candles to do. Molly can fly to Florida, yell at the house, and holler, "Where's Brian?" And of course, Tedessa, there was always one hater. Why are you so mean, Laura? Bitch, shut the fuck up. Who refused to tell their daughter-in-law what they knew. You mean the parents of their daughter-in-law? And I do agree with you, Carson. Yeah, you didn't hear it, Kevin? All right. I'll play it again, no problem. Oh, look, I just happen to have it nice and ready. JB's looking for a comment to read. He can't find a comment that he wants to read. He's looking.
Let's see here. So I want to read. So to perplex comment. The only way the lawsuit would go anywhere if they had solid proof that the parents knew, and they do not have that proof. You don't know that. You don't know that. That's your opinion. This let me again. This is journalism 101. Okay. This is a civil lawsuit that has been filed. It's got massive allegations in it. There's no evidence in the document here. It's not going to be all spelled out on day one, right? They're requesting a jury trial, but that doesn't mean that the evidence doesn't exist.
Yeah, it does.
It very, in all likelihood, it does exist. I just can't sit here and tell you with concrete certainty that it does exist. So this notion that that proof doesn't exist is as baseless as if I sat here and told you that it did, because we don't know. So I just have to be very honest with some of our commenters with how this works.
Let's just hear him say my name again. I didn't make it my ringtone. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see here. So I want to read. So to Perplex comment.
I love when he says my name. I'm famous. Whoops. He should have said Perplex, that awesome YouTuber. So yeah, there you go. There's my shout out. Kevin, I don't think it exists. I really don't. I know. I love the shout out too. I'm going to keep this video forever. See, he doesn't know how much I like him. Because I really do. I adore JB. So there's that. But I'm going to keep that. So is this type of guy you'd be looking for? No. I like lawyer types. Either lawyer types or biker types. Or a biker type that has the mentality of a lawyer. He's not sarcastic enough for me. He's too straight-laced. Like, he doesn't wear a good poker face. He was scowling and said, "You don't know that," 2 times. I do know that, though. You saw, yeah, he's too young. He's like 34, 35. But I still got a shout out. Out of all the 7,500 people that were in there, he chose my comment. That's all that matters. He's my bud. I don't care he's married. He's still too young. I like Brent. Nah, he's too nerdy for me. Come on, Tedessa. I'm not that old. Jeez. Jeez. So, that's it. That's what I got here. I am going to get off. I will see you guys tomorrow. Nah, I was a cougar once. I'll never do it again. No interest in doing it again, ever. But let me tell you real quickly about this case that I was listening to last night. I don't remember the names, but it was this cop that they thought was guilty of murdering this girl. And they were convinced that it was him. They got him for perjury. They tried blackballing him. This guy lost his job because he was a cop. He lost his job. He lost his home. He's lost his family. Everyone thought he was guilty. Like, years later, it came out that it wasn't guilty, that he was actually innocent, and it was somebody else that was guilty. And the guy's whole life was already ruined. That's fucked up. I wish I could remember the name. That head in a bucket, I'm telling you, I still think about it. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Grandma to his youngins. Quinny, I'm not as old as you. Cut me some slack here. So, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have to take Phoenix to Barnes & Noble to get a SAT book. Yay. Before I go, even if he was gay, I thought Rock Hudson was good looking. Hold on. Before I go, there was something I was going to look up. Oh, the weather tomorrow. Phoenix said we're getting like 3 inches of snow. Weather. $32 snow warning From 9 p.m. this evening to 9 a.m. Saturday, heavy snow expected. Accumulations 2 to 4 inches. And then Sunday is going to be 53. Monday is 62. Tuesday, 59. Wednesday, 66. Supposed to snow and tornadoes. All right, let's see what Pigeon Forge is going to be. Weather for Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. They're getting a winter storm warning. Accumulations 3 to 5 inches. Sunday, they're going to be 55. Monday, 61. Tuesday, 64. Wednesday, 66, and rain. I'm getting there, Lacey. I'm getting there. I know 52-year-olds and 35-year-old kids. Not me. All right. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be warm, though. I mean, not warm, but I'm going to have to tell Sage, layer up. My friend Will's coming to stay with the boys. 3 boys in my house for 3 days. Ouch. Yo. Tomorrow's Sunday. You got to give me clothes that you need washed.
Tomorrow's Saturday, thank you.
I know. So I said tomorrow or Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
You need to give me clothes. We need to layer up. Tomorrow's supposed to snow. I don't want you going
It's
out.
snowing right now. I have work tomorrow.
I don't know if you're going. It's supposed to get 4 inches.
We'll see.
Don't we'll see me.
We'll see.
It's snowing now. Oh, Quinny, I heard we're getting I heard me, Capone, Hounds, ZZ Hounds, and somebody else are all getting on her Myrtle list or something. Dude, that bitch is crazy. Crazy. I don't think I've ever seen someone as crazy as her. No joke. 4 inches. Well, Tennessee's getting 3 to 5, it says. Yeah, I heard somebody tell me that she said in her last video, let me see. In her last video that a murder might occur. Let me get it on video. Bingo is closed.
Good evening, peeps. Man, I don't know where to start tonight. That's how much has happened. Sorry I haven't been on here filling you in, but when I explain why, you'll understand. Okay, first of all, I would like to tell you that a registered letter was sent to Patreon early Thursday morning. Haven't received back if they received it yet, but I'm sure they would.
If it was a registered letter, dumbass, you would have receipt and you would be able to track it. Just saying.
Well, probably won't hear anything over the weekend. Second, the one thing I would like to touch on is when I went on Diane's panel last week, about the F-bomb incident. I'm sorry I did that now, and I'm going to tell you why. I went up because I saw people, I felt like people were getting on Mandy's case, that she shouldn't be friends with this girl.
And let me just state something clearly. She can go to Patreon. She could do whatever she wants. Nothing happens in Patreon. This is my psycho stalker, Danny. Like legit psycho stalker.
I got the feeling that Mandy and this girl have been friends for a long time.
I don't know what Mandy she's even talking about.
And I just hated to see some.
I would show you, but she's not on camera. It's just a picture. It's like some man picture.
Somebody's friendship end because somebody threw an F-bomb at somebody. And the reason I'm sorry I went up is because after doing a little more research after that and listening to what actually happened and what actually was said, I don't think I should have got my nose into it. Okay, let's put it that way. It appeared with Mandy, I don't know. If people want to cut off from her, that's also their choice. I don't know the girl.
Queenie, Mandy who?
And I kind of wish I would have stayed out of it. But live and learn. I just know personally, out of bed at 3:20 a.m. with a phone call. I told you Laura has been doxing. Laura and her cronies, I'll call them, have been doxing an innocent woman that they think is me. Okay, sit down. You're going to love this one. This woman had her house broken into that night.
Oh my
or
God.
that morning, whatever you want to look at it as.
Okay, so let's think this through, okay? Let's think this through. So this woman who she doesn't know never gave an address out, okay? Never gave an address. Never doxed this woman. But this woman who she doesn't know, no, she's saying about Mandy. This woman who she doesn't know, but she knows this woman got her house broken into. So her and this woman must be besties. Oh my God.
They evidently did not get anything. They were not able to steal anything because the police were watching her house.
Okay, so now the police were watching her house. Okay.
Because she lived close to the police station.
Because police always just watch random houses.
And because she had a wonderful security system in her home.
She had a wonderful security system, but she needed, exactly, Beasley. But she needed the cops watching her house. Okay.
Thanks to us.
Thanks to us. Okay. Now it's her bestie.
Nothing happened to her, but it shook her up so bad she was admitted to the hospital.
I would like to know what hospital she was admitted to. Show me some proof.
She was discharged. I can't get any information on her health because of the HIPAA laws.
But you seem to be besties with her. She seems to be your best friend. You knew she told you all this stuff.
But here's what's going to happen now. They're going to try to trace this break-in, find out who it is.
Okay, so let's analyze that for a second. The police are watching the house. She is obviously in contact with this woman, but yet she can't get any information from the hospital. Okay, this all makes perfect sense.
Well, they got the guy. Whether there's
now they got the guy that did it. Okay, let's back that up for a second.
They're going to try to trace this break-in, find out who it is. Well, they got the guy.
Okay, so they got the guy, so they know it's not me. Okay.
Whether there's a connection to YouTube or not.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Coincidence? Possibly. I think there's a good damn chance
No shit, Quinny.
Keck was involved in this. I really feel that.
Wait, what was that accusation?
Coincidence? Possibly. I think there's a good damn chance Keck was involved in this. I really feel that. But I could be wrong. I'm just giving you my opinion, not fact.
Well, your opinion is defamation and will get you in trouble. So keep going.
I have no facts that YouTube people were involved in this. I will tell you this. She lives in a very good neighborhood. Nobody else has ever been robbed or broken into
But the cops were watching the house, remember?
or anything like that. So it's very, very suspicious. So what's going to happen from here is that
You're going to end up with a 5150.
I have given the police a list of 10 names of trolls that have either said really horrible things to me, have called me names, have threatened.
Oh, wait. What does this have to do with you? You just said this is about another woman. So what does this have to do with you?
Me, who think they know everything about me. I even had a message left with directions to what they thought was my house, but as directions to this lady's house. That's how serious this is.
So, but you couldn't ask this woman her medical condition. Okay, due to HIPAA laws. But people are leaving you messages. I mean, this is what I deal with on a daily basis. But people are leaving you messages. It's like, dude, you're fucking out of your mind.
And I hope you're all paying close attention to this, because this community is dangerous. And
no, lady, you are dangerous. The only person in this community, you have now been titled the most dangerous motherfucker in this community. Just saying.
This is what I have been trying to get across to you people for 2 years.
2 years she's been doing this to me. 2 years. Every fucking day.
But you're always going to have the loyal people that sit in Laura's room and believe her bullshit night after night after night. The woman is wicked and she's dangerous. And she
No, stop looking in a mirror. You're the one that's fucking dangerous.
has dangerous people helping her. From looking at all of the, one thing I forgot to mention was my husband.
Exactly, Quinny.
And I had a meeting at the police department where we live, discussing everything that's been going on. I showed them all of the nasty messages I've been left. I have pages of them. This goes back 2 years.
Raquel, I've been asking that for everyone that says what a liar okay, prove it. Show it. What makes me so horrible? I'll wait.
Putting everything together with all of us working together. There seems to be 3 people at the top of the list. Laura is at the very top.
I am queen.
Laura seems to be the main troll.
Bitch, I don't have time to troll.
And Laura's the one that is sending out bad messages about John Crimes, Makeup Mobster.
I have not sent any message about Makeup Mobster or John Crimes. Try again, psycho. Literally try again.
Alicia.
I have not even spoken a word about Alicia. Try again, psycho.
And on and on.
I have not spoken a word about any of the 3. Until today, when I said stuff about John, rightfully so, he fucking doxes me every day like you do.
Those troll counts belong to Laura and possibly one other person. And
Yeah, show proof. Show proof, Psycho.
I can't say who that one is.
But she can't say who that one is, but everyone is Laura. Okay. Let me let you in on a little secret, Psycho. All right? Literally. The people you name talk about me. I don't talk about them. I ignore the fuck out of them. Every single day, I ignore them. Try again.
I am going to tell you that Laura Capone and ZZ Hound,
There you go. Laura Capone and ZZ Hound.
if this goes back to a YouTube tracking, Laura Capone and ZZ Hound are the three at the top of the list that will be getting a visit paid to them or called in for questioning. I'm not sure how it would be handled. But they are the main culprits in this. There are 6, 7
I do not have an Uncle Frank or a brother, no.
other people that could possibly be in on this. And I'm not going to mention everybody's name.
And Chris, I haven't even responded to drama. I haven't responded to anything. I told my Patreons today, hold me back. I want to jump on a panel. Hold me back. And they all said, we're holding you back. You're not doing it. I have been quiet as a mouse. I have not jumped on panel. I have not responded to any of it. I have been a fucking angel.
Because there's nothing definite and there's no 100% proof that they are the people doing a lot of this. So I'm not going to mention any more names.
She just covered herself in a slander suit.
I'm just going to tell you the three at the top. And Laura is at the very, very top. And Capone is.
Can I just say, I wish I had the power that she gives me. I really do. Because I'd be dangerous. I really would be dangerous.
Very close behind. Those two are the main ones. But ZZ Hound is also, it's also suspected that she's in on this.
Psycho, I have never even had a private conversation with ZZ Hounds. Ever. I don't know her phone number, and I only know her name because someone once doxed her a long time ago. I remember her first name. That's it. That's it. Never had a conversation.
Now, we do know who Capone is, and we do know who ZZ Hound is because that information was obtained from YouTube.
So Capone's information was obtained from YouTube as well as ZZ Hound. I don't think either one of their information is on YouTube. Just saying.
See, when you sign up for an account, you give them your information. Now, if for
Okay, there she is again, doxing my mugshot.
some reason these people signed up under somebody else or a fake account, it can still be tracked.
No, it can't because it's called VPNs.
They will still be able to track down who it is. So,
Thank you, Desiree.
a lot of that is not going to be done at this time because they have a lot more investigating to do to figure out if this was YouTube related.
Okay, so the cops are looking into it. Let me make sure to tell the cops that, thank you, Kat. Let's be sure to tell the cops that I've already had one of your channels taken down and you're going to lose a second. Let's not forget to tell the cops that you were taken down for harassment of me.
It looks very, very suspicious. But
No, it doesn't.
in the meantime, they're doing checks on the 3 top culprits
No, they're not.
and their backgrounds and stuff like
No, they're not.
that. So I would say that these 3 people need
I would say you need a 5150. Well, pay pretty.
to get down on their knees and beg and pray.
Oh, so now we need to get down on our knees and beg and pray. Okay.
that this is not YouTube related. And if anything, God forbid, if this lady would have a heart attack or anything over the stress, this could end up being a murder situation, people.
This is going to end up being a murder situation. That right there is criminal. The reason why I'm playing this, I needed that on here. So when she erases it, I have the proof. So let's hear that again. Because to me, I take that as a direct threat.
And if anything, God forbid, if this lady would have a heart attack or anything over the stress, this could end up being a murder situation, people.
So if this woman has a heart attack, no, Capone, she's saying she's going to kill us. That's how I'm taking it, that she's going to kill us. If this woman has a heart attack, she's going to come after us and kill us. That's how I'm taking it. That's how I'm going to report it as well.
This is no joke. This is not funny. And this is YouTube harassment.
We're YouTube harassing her. She's not harassing us. We're harassing her. 2 years I've been dealing with this fucking psycho. 2 years.
This is how low these people will go. Not having facts.
Not having facts. Okay.
They asked me several times, did you tell them that this person was not you? I said, I have said it over and over and over.
For the record, I have definitive proof that it is her. Just saying.
And over, but they are totally convinced.
I even have her own words saying it's her.
And I'm going to tell you 2 other people that they're going to look into if this is YouTube related.
Psycho, nobody is looking into anything because you're a fucking liar.
And that's Pink Lady Luck and Tony Stark.
Pink Lady Luck and Tony Spark. Do you know the last time that I spoke to either one of them? Tony came in my chat maybe a year ago, and Pink I spoke to about a year ago. I think it was my last CPS call. Yeah.
Those are two others besides the original 10 on the list.
Oh, now there's 10. I thought there were 3. Thank you, Desiree.
So we're looking 12 people now.
I thought it was just me, Hounds, and Capone. I wonder who else there is.
And the reason Tony and Pink Lady Luck will be looked into with this is because they are the ones that gave Laura the information.
Tony didn't give me anything.
The incorrect information.
The incorrect information of the woman that you couldn't get her medical information from. Okay.
So that involves them.
We are Capone.
This isn't good. And I'm going to beg you again, give nobody your personal information on here.
Oh, but wait a second. Wait a second. I thought you said it wasn't you. So if it's not you, then what would the personal information be? If this woman is the wrong person, she didn't give me any information. So I'm a little confused.
Nobody. Unless you want your life in danger. I will tell you this. If this ends up not being YouTube related, I'm still going after these people.
See? This is never going to fucking end. I literally am going to have to spend the money and take this bitch to court. That is the only way this shit is going to end. She is fucking psychotic.
I am especially going after Laura.
And I am especially going to bring you to court.
I want to know more about her income, all the money she owes.
I don't owe jack shit.
and let them know about all the money she has spent. Because I feel the girl's as crooked as they come.
I don't care. How about we let a judge decide who's crooked? Because that's what this has come down to.
And she needs to be caught if this is what she's doing. We definitely know that Laura's a doxer.
No, you're a doxer with my private picture up on your screen.
And Laura I think there's 12 people on my list that have been doxed by Laura Keck, PURPLEXEDQT.
As she just doxed me, Miss Mary Ann Victoria. I mean, we could get into doxing, bitch. No problem.
You are putting people in danger.
As she just doxed me and shows my picture, I'm putting people in danger. Okay. How about we let a judge decide?
When you're giving out names, addresses, maps.
Nobody's getting, well, I'll give out your name. I'll give out your fucking address too if the shit don't stop.
To people's homes. And any.
Oh, now I'm sending to people's homes. Okay. I don't know, Quinny. You'd have to ask her. I truly do not know.
Other information, pictures that she has passed around, not of me, because she doesn't.
Pictures of her. I've never passed around any pictures of her. She's 69 years old. I don't think anybody wants to see her.
Doesn't have pictures of me, but she has done it to others. She is putting people in danger.
I'm about to put your ass in danger.
For her financial benefit.
Nobody cares about you, lady. Nobody. Every single person thinks you're fucking psychotic.
Think about that.
Now, the financial gain I will gain is getting an attorney in Florida and taking you to court. That I will get financial gain with. Thank you very much. Which I wouldn't have even needed it, but you're fucking insane.
For her financial benefit.
Nope. The financial benefit would be to take your ass to court.
And it has to stop.
You have to stop.
Because if this incident...
Quinny, I wish I had him, honestly.
Isn't related to YouTube?
Midnight, I could see you.
There will be one eventually. Because of the way she handles her platform.
The way I handle my platform. Here's some advice, Psycho. I don't speak about you for 2 years. I've addressed you 3 times in 2 years. I think you're the one that's running a danger. You're the one that needs to be locked up. Go look what happened with Vanessa from Unmasked and Lana. Then you'll see how you're going to end up.
And I'm not saying she's alone. We have other crooked people in this community. And
you're not crooked at all. Nope, not you.
They need called out as well.
Yeah, that would be you.
And if I can get Laura knocked down.
Bitch, believe me, I'm not going anywhere. The only one that's going anywhere is you.
I'll be going after Molly next. Because I think what Molly's doing on this platform is a disgrace. And why YouTube lets this go on.
Bitch, you're the one that lost your channel, not me. You. You're the one that lost your channel for harassment and bullying and psychoness. Not me. You. Thank you, pretty. Can she say harass? Exactly.
I will never understand. But YouTube's going to end up getting in trouble, and Google if they don't stop.
Oh, YouTube's going to get in trouble now.
This. Because when you have a platform up that endangers people's lives,
which would be hers,
you have a platform that has a good chance of being shut down.
Yeah, you would know because you already had it gone.
It's against the law.
Exactly.
So we'll see what happens from here.
Yes, we'll see what happens from here when I show YouTube this video.
I'm going to advise you again. If you have ever been doxxed by Laura Keck,
yes, Capone.
PURPLEXEDQT, Intrepid Candles, Life Perplexed, and several other names that she's had, they're all the same person. If you have been doxxed, I don't care if it was 2 years ago, you need to file a report with your local police station.
Don't you worry, Psycho. There will be a report with your police station coming shortly.
Must get something on file to protect yourself.
I agree. Anybody listening to this psycho should get a police report to protect themselves. Her name is Mary Ann Victoria out of Florida. She is fucking psychotic.
Because if your house is broken into or you are attacked, they're going to go back and they're going to look at these people you're reporting. And this goes for any other creator that's doing this. If you've been doxxed by Molly Golightly, you need to file a police report. Don't wait. Don't think it's too late. You need to let them know what's going on in this community.
What's going on is that you are dangerous, you are fucking psycho, and you need to be locked up. That's what's going on.
And you need to let them know that people are in danger.
No, as long as you're around, people are in danger. Plain and simple.
I'm going to do
She did, Nikki.
everything in my power to stop this. I am going to beg you, if you haven't reached out to me about being doxxed or whatever,
Because nobody's reached out to her. Because
please email me at balletbabe@protonmail.com. You do not have to give me any personal information. Tell me your screen name.
Tell me your screen name. So as long as there's people as long as trolls will go to her and say, hey, this person doxed me. I've sent her an email and said, okay, Laura doxed me under a fake name. And this means what?
If you're a creator, when you were doxxed, who doxed you, what information was given out about you. Those are the important things that we just need to get on the list.
Yeah, don't prove it or anything. Just tell me.
If you don't want to let me know, please let your local police know. It's the only way we're going to get to the bottom of it. And you people that are afraid to do anything because you're afraid, they will come after you. They won't come after you.
Hounds, you remember that. You were around for that. Because you saw all that go down. The only thing I ever did to this woman was unmod her and not call her. That is the only thing I fucking did. I swear to you. That's it. Tiffany can vouch for that. Hounds can vouch for that. Nini C can too, but I don't talk to her. That is the only thing I fucking did, was I didn't call her.
Because once you file a police report, it's them that's in danger, not you. I may try to go live at some point. It's not going to be in the next couple days because I'm leaving town. I don't have to be. I've chosen to go to a competition in Maryland, so I'm flying out of here first thing in the morning.
Sure, you're a psycho.
I won't be back till late Sunday night.
Why don't you stay away forever?
So my job comes first.
You're 69 years old, lady. You're not working.
But I wanted to fill you in and let you know. And if I've scared you, that's good. Because you need to be scared.
No, you need to be scared of the police.
Because you are hanging in a very dangerous community.
Yes, with you. You're 100% right.
Peace out. Please reach out to me. Please don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Give a psycho your email. Go for it.
Be a fighter. Don't leave YouTube because you're afraid. Don't report something because you're afraid. We
Oh, don't worry. I'm reporting it. Have no doubt.
have to take action. If we don't, somebody is going to get hurt.
Yeah, that's my mugshot from 2013.
Have a great night, everybody. I will probably not talk to you until Monday.
Aw.
Unless something major happens, I'll pop on and let you know. Have a great weekend.
I'm sure the 64 views you get, I'm sure they're just waiting there with bated breath for you to come back. 2 fucking years I've dealt with this psycho. 2 years. Oh, you haven't seen her channel? Her entire channel is me. I can vouch for you. It's all it was. She then went crazy on making videos about you. She even turned on Tyler because he wouldn't stop talking to you. She is psychotic. Absolutely fucking psychotic. I think that woman just wants attention and is going to the lowest. No, Danny, she is literally psycho. I mean, I think the only way to stop her is court. Honestly, that's the only thing I could think of is doing this legally. Nothing else is working. I had her channel shut down. She comes right back. And I've told YouTube she's on another channel. They haven't done anything. But with the threat she makes, with all the stuff about hounds, and I just can't with her. I mean, she is fucking psychotic. Thank you, pretty. I'm waiting to hear her actual address. We've gotten 2 different addresses. I'm waiting to confirm which one is actually hers. She says, stay off your website. Yeah, she's a fucking moron. The defamation that I have is awesome. Like, there's not a court in the world that wouldn't do a fucking restraining order or some kind of order. You know, like if there's just no way. There's no way a court wouldn't see it my way. I mean, you just can't. This woman is psychotic. And she would have to show up in court so then we could really see. But just the beginning of that whole video speaks volumes as to her psychopathy. Yeah, I ignored her for a year straight. A fucking year straight. Totally ignored her. It don't matter. She don't quit. There's no other way to stop her than legally. Like, honestly. She is extremely unstable, but I don't know what else to do. I've ignored her, and I mean ignored her. She would have to give up her identity. She's not suing a person. No, but I am. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I really don't. Ignoring doesn't work. It's just not working. And now she's got all these other people involved? Hell no. That's when I have to find out, Quinny, in a civil case, do I need to do it here or do I do it there? I think I do it here. I'm pretty sure I do it here. But I need to get a bunch of her videos, which means I have to listen to them. Ugh. Counting you in, all right. I mean, I honestly understand. I don't have a choice. Like, that's how far this has gone. I just don't have a choice. And maybe that'll set a precedence for some of these others. I know she's fucked up. I really need to look into Alabama laws. And maybe where the threat, I mean, saying that I'm sending out messages of John and make them, I don't talk to about any of them. I don't know what I have to do. I really do need to speak to an attorney. Because I don't need an attorney to file paperwork. I can do all that. but I need an attorney to, exactly. She's gone real life and you need to protect her. I totally agree with that. Call the cops watching her house. I'm right on that, Quinny. I agree with you. You get the transcripts for videos, might make it easier than having to listen to them. Oh, no shit. Oh, you're right. How do I do that? You know how to do that? You could. No, I had a PI. I have a PI getting me all the information. That's how I know she's who we said she is. You know that arrogant PI that was on Molly's that everyone said I should marry? I got him. I called him. I said, look, I need your help. I mean, she is. She's fucking with my life. She's fucking with my business, everything. Not that anyone's listening to her, but if it's one person lost because of her bullshit, she's threatening people. I mean, Pink, I haven't spoken to Pink in forever. Tony, I haven't spoken to him forever. This woman needs to be stopped. Like, she needs to be in jail. Maybe jail will teach her a fucking lesson. She knows she's doing wrong, hence saying she carries and lives gates my ass. Yeah, she doesn't live in a gated community. And saying that it's going to be murder? The fuck? So I hope she is listening. Do people look up and pay for a free trial or free trial? I don't need to. I have a PI doing everything. People thought I was joking. No, I really went to him. I called him. I said, I need your help. Yeah, exactly, Hounds. He'd get the job done. I know, seriously. I cannot imagine living next door to her. Not at all. She carries, nobody is safe. Saying murder is stepping up. Exactly. And people have told me that's what she said. I was like, you know what? I need to get that on camera. Like, I need that on my recording. Yeah, she allegedly is married to an LE. Her husband died in 2014. He was 74. She's saying you're going to kill someone by giving it. See, no, I took it differently. Challenge her to come on your panel. I'll challenge. She's going to have to come to my state. TV cop in her imagination. Exactly. Nobody gave out an address. I don't even know which address is fucking hers, let alone giving it out to somebody. We came up with 2 different addresses. We still got to confirm which one is hers. You can also have her banned through courts from being on YouTube, period. You can claim that you feel you and your children, me and my children are in danger. Everything that she was saying, I feel like she was projecting. She could be an ex-mental patient. You're right. You're in danger, girl. I'm telling you, she's fucking nuts. Absolutely fucking nuts. Like, when she says I'm going away, I'm like, what, are you coming here? To thread over the phone, you have to go to where the phone was located. So I think it starts. I don't really care. My mom's in Florida. I'll go to Florida. I don't give a shit. You know, she's the type of person that's going to put me in her trunk. Honestly, though, most places in Florida are gated communities. At least South Florida is. I don't know what she looks like. No. I haven't gotten that yet. Get a restraining order. That's why I said I'm going to talk to Unmasked and see how she went about it. Because that's what I'm going to have to do. I mean, she's seriously fucking psychotic. She'll have to show Diane. She'll have to show herself like Diane. I mean, the defamation, the bullshit, like she's fucking nuts. And the lies. Just the lies in itself. But the worst part is she's got these people that cater to her. She's got these people that just love her. Like, are you that dumb? You don't see the fucking lies? Okay. Good point, Capone. Probably call and ask them about it and tell them. I planned on doing that. I did. I was like, you know what? Let's see her story since I allegedly know that address. I'll bring the PI with me to court. There's nothing she could do, Quinny. She can't get my income shut down. Ask burn toast to docs are problem solved. Because that's all part of Looney. A registered letter to Patreon. For what? I don't fucking do a thing wrong in Patreon. There's nothing they can do. This bitch is just psychotic. And she needs to be stopped. Like, for real. If there's anyone that needs to be stopped, it would be her. PI named H.A.J. No, he really is a PI. Wendy supports after. Of course Wendy supports her. What, are you kidding me? Exactly, Witterboot. But the point is, there's nothing wrong in Patreon. You know how many people have tried reporting me to Patreon? Patreon told me, there's nothing wrong in here. Thank you. I don't. Only thing that goes through Patreon, that actually goes through Patreon, is fucking legit shit. They're fucking crazy. You see what I heard? I didn't see it because I haven't watched her, but I heard. I think it's absolutely vile. And this is what I've been trying to tell her people. Not only did she let him get drunk, but she was talking about the bulge. What? The bulge on her stomach or his bulge? Maybe she was talking about the bulge on her stomach. That's why I told some people, don't give her all this advice. Did a video naked too? Ew. Why would Molly do a naked video? Hey, Melody. But that's why I told mutual people, do not fucking cater to her. She look naked? Ew. Uh-oh, somebody sent me a text. Oh my God. Because that's Marissa. She don't give a shit. Pretty feel better. He's not to drink. She don't care. That's what I keep saying. She doesn't give a shit. I doubt she was naked. So, but I'm getting off anyway because it's almost it is 1 a.m. and I got shit I got to get done. So, it looks like it's going to be a long night. But I will see you guys later. People need to be staying on their meds. I totally agree with that. Totally agree. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, I promise. All right? Have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. And Psycho, you're going to court one day. I promise you, we are going to court. I will see you guys later, Patreons. I'll see you guys later. members, subs. I have to drop the members link, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Hit that subscribe button on the way out. Oh, and thank you guys for all the super chats. I forgot.